Greetings, everyone. I introduce myself. I'm Frank Helderlein, and this is my testimonial for the McCaig Mastery Trust Bundle, John McCaig, Liberty Aid Academy. A little backstory: I'm getting near retirement age, and I've been doing custom upholstery with my wife for 40 plus years, and it's pretty hard work, and it's not that I don't want to do it forever, it's just that I probably am not going to be able to. So I was looking for other opportunities, business opportunities, various things I've tried in the past that didn't really fit with me too well, so we moved on from that. And I had seen a few of John's videos on YouTube in the past, various times. I never caught him live. It was June of last year, of 2024. I was perusing through my thing, and one of its live presentations popped up, and so I clicked on it. It was a Thursday night. It seemed really a pleasant video. They were really polite and jovial, and they were saying things that really made a lot of sense to me at the time, and they answered the questions that I had, and so I purchased the McCaig Mastery Trust Bundle, and that was in June 17th of 24. After going through the course, we created a couple of trusts. We were thinking about inheritance. We own real estate. It's paid off. We have vehicles and equipment and all that. So we didn't want to be vulnerable to lawsuits or, people just sue at the drop of a hat nowadays. So it was a real good fit for us. So just to show you, we were able to do it ourselves on a computer. It comes as PDF, so it's just basically you fill in the blanks, you put the information in, and then you get it notarized at your banker or your notary, wherever, and you're in business. And it's complete protection. As a matter of fact, the day we signed the trust, it was like a weight had been lifted. It had been there for years. It was like a heavy burden, and it was just gone. It was gone, and I can see why, and I know why. And it's because it's a private, irrevocable, ecclesiastical common law trust, and it is a trust that is, you put your trust. You put everything in your trust that you own. You don't own anything anymore. I don't own anything. I have no income. I gave up my business tax number in December of last year, so I'm not in business anymore. So we've got to set these up so we can protect what we have and to have pass on inheritance. And there's no income tax on any of these. These trusts are only set up for taking grants and donations. So everything that goes in is, any checks are written out to the name of the trust. Any transactions they all go directly into the trust account. So it makes it pretty handy for dealing with your finances. So here's the trust we set up. We have my first name, last name, trust. EIN number for the trust from the IRS. There's the signature page with the notarization. This trust is for building credit. We've got pretty good credit right now, and I want to capitalize on that. So this one's going to be registered with the Secretary of State, in the process of that at this moment. We're pretty busy, so we still have a little bit ways to go on that. This other trust here is the Helderlein Family Trust. I put a certificate of trust on the front of them. They're quite useful because you don't always have to show the whole trust, and if you've got that printed, a lot of places will accept it. Banks have their own, so it doesn't really work there, but this is the Helderlein Family Trust. And this trust This trust has an EIN number as well. I don't have that in front of me, but I have the bank accounts to show that I do have the EIN number. There's the signature page of it with the notary, with the notarization. Okay, that's that one. This trust is Roots in Christ Trust. This is our ministry. Again, there's a certification of trust on it. This one also has an EIN number. Roots in Christ Trust. This is for our real estate. This is to put the real estate in, or vehicles, things of, you know, that have value. The cars I have aren't really, you know, that. Mostly it's for liability. The owner of the cars or the real estate is Roots in Christ Trust. The cars are registered to us, our person's name, so that we can be insured at a reasonable rate since we're good drivers. This is the signature page of that trust with the notary signature on it. This is my wife's trust, Gina Helderlein Trust. After we do mine, we're going to work on hers and do the same thing with the credit. Here's the signature page for it with the notary. Okay, that's for the trust. Now this is a title, certificate of title, state of Texas, Roots in Christ Trust, 88 Suburban. This is same thing, Roots in Christ Trust. This is for a 97 Lincoln Town Car. It was donated to our trust recently. It has 57,000 miles on it. It's a sweet ride. And this is the recording of the real estate of this address here where I live. And it's in Helderlein Family Trust. It needs to be moved to this trust, Roots in Christ Trust. I should have done that in the beginning. That was my error. I made an error, so I have to correct it. But this is the Roots in Christ Trust for another property. And what I did was, when we bought the properties, it was both private sales. They were for sale by owners, owner financing. So we were able to work with them and get them paid off really fast. It took less than a decade to get them both paid off. So it worked out good for us because we have a place to live that there's no mortgage on. The taxes on this property that we put in Roots in Christ Trust, they lowered it. In Texas, they have what's called the Robin Hood Law. Obviously it's just a name for it, but it's a way for the richer counties, so to speak, the counties with like really nicer houses and like water, mostly where the waterfront is, and those counties get extra money. They give extra money to other counties who operate the schools in their school district in their county. There would be another county school in this county, so this county has to pay them taxes, and you also got to pay this county taxes. So we have to pay two taxes. Well, the school taxes almost completely diminished. I mean, it was like they just took it away, and the county that it's in is a lot less. They didn't change anything. There was no reassessment or any of that, which wouldn't have been necessary anyway. They couldn't have done that anyway. So the St. Germain Act stops them from doing that. Okay, now we can get into the bank accounts. This bank account is a local bank account, Frank Helderlein Trust. I need to get another account for this. I haven't done that as of yet. I was able to get it. It took the fourth bank that I applied. They gave me that. They gave me an account there. Here's the two debit cards for that bank account, which is a local bank. I didn't think they would do it, but they did it. It's a local state bank. So that worked out good. That's for the first name, last name trust. These bank accounts, one of them for Helderlein Family Trust, Truist, there's a debit card. There's also checks for this account, but I don't have them in here. It's kind of a big, business type thing, so I didn't bring it in here, but obviously we got the account. An Ally, that's another, that's got my name on the account. That's Helderlein Family Trust. This is the checks for Helderlein Family Trust. This is a bank statement from Ally for Helderlein Family Trust to show that we have a bank account. And because we don't make any money, and we have no income, and we don't own anything anymore, we've become indigent. So because we become indigent, we applied and were approved for the food card. Just this card right here alone is 3 times, roughly, the amount of the tuition for Liberty Aid Academy. So I would say that's a win just right there. There's other parts of the program that I haven't gotten into yet. I have gone through the whole course and I've read all of it and watched all the videos, so I know what's going on, but it's like doing concrete work. There's a timing for everything. There's a time for what he's got going on here. So I would recommend if you decide that's what you want to do and you want to protect your assets and you want to protect your family heritage and you want to keep the IRS off your back, get into it. And another benefit of it is the classroom. The online classroom is amazing. There's so many answers to questions you probably haven't even thought of yet, that you can go there and you can do a search and you can find somebody else who's asked those questions and read the threads and the comments. If you have to, you can follow that thread. You can start another thread if you have another question that you can't find, and you will get the answer, usually in a very short period of time. There's always somebody at LAA, the admins or the moderators, and Jack McKeag, of course, as well. And there's many of these other folks that have had these trusts for many years that you can learn a lot from if you just watch some of their videos as well. I hope this helps, and I hope you guys do the right thing and go to libertyaidacademy.org, and and even if you watch them, just keep up with them. They have sales, pop-up sales, just all the time at 15% off. And somehow that's how I got in with one of those. I didn't even know it was the sale, and I got it. It wasn't the full price. It was a 15% off. So I can't say anything bad. All I can say is good stuff about it. Our lives have changed. If you want your life to change, give them a shout out. Give them a call on that. God bless you all. Praise Jesus Christ. J Baba to the Baba lovers.